You guys, we've got to talk about James Charles because someone from the past has come out to share their story with him on TikTok. We talked about the story a long while ago, but Ethan is revealing new details to his side of the story, and we're going to get into everything that was said. Over the past few years, James Charles has been no stranger to controversy. Back in 2020, James was accused by a boy named Ethan Andrew of inappropriate online behavior. Ethan sat down and claimed that James began messaging him after a friend dared him to reach out. And what started as casual communication allegedly escalated when James started asking for Ethan's Snapchat.
One of my homeboys were on James Charles Live, and he was like, bro, like, join this, like, let's just troll. And, like, we were just putting random stuff and just trolling, and my friend was like, yo, like, I bet you won't DM him. And I wasn't thinking anything of it. I said, all right, bet, I'm gonna DM him. So I DM him, and I guess the next day he responds and he tells me, why do you keep texting me? And I was like, what? I was like, I don't keep texting you. Like what are you talking about? And he just kind of ignores the subject because I sent him like a picture back of me, and I guess, I don't know, he finds me attractive or whatever. I don't know what he was hiding in his brain going on. He asked me what my age was, and I told him I was 14 years old, and he told me I was very young. And I said, yeah, and he said, add me on Snapchat because I feel more comfortable talking on there.
Now, he didn't show evidence that he told James how old he was, but at the time he did share that his birthday was public online. At the time it said September 7th, 2004. Right now it says September 7th, 2005. Now, when Ethan came out with his story, he had some screenshots. There were screenshots of James' Snapchat conversation with him on his phone, and then we saw DMs between the two of them where Ethan looked like he had just gotten blocked from James Charles, and we couldn't see anything that Ethan had sent James. We could only see James's side of the conversation. But in his video, he said, "Dear James, I'm not making this video to cancel you or destroy your image, but simply to get my truth out. I really did enjoy being your friend until you started wanting more from me. Because of you, a part of me will never be the same, and I wish I could say everything, but I'm scared of what you'll do to me. My name is Ethan Rhett. I'm a 14-year-old boy from Dallas, Texas. Me and James started off as friends, then he got comfortable sending me. After several times of me asking him to stop, he knew I was 14, but because I was young, he thought he could take advantage of me and control me, and every time I refused to do what he wanted, he threatened to out me." Now, in 2021, James Charles had received more allegations against him, which led him to make his Holding Myself Accountable video, which is now deleted. He then took some time off and returned in a video titled An Open Conversation. Now, in these videos, James admitted to messaging people and said that it was because he was desperate for love. And he also said that, all of these people lied to him about age and that they were 18, and people were definitely holding James accountable. They were like, why aren't you looking at people's IDs to get confirmation? Why are you on social media trying to find a boyfriend? And I think to the general public that is old enough to remember this time, James's reputation never recovered from this period. But because he leaned into really pushing himself to a younger audience, he has been able to start his makeup brand, still create content, because the people that are watching it really don't know or understand the gravity of some of the things that have been said about James. And well, the reason why we're talking about all of this again is because Ethan actually came online this week and shared a TikTok talking about James and that experience from all those years ago. He's 20 years old now and posted a TikTok sharing his story again. And he said that when he was younger, TikTok was his escape and he got a following on there. And after some time, James commented on one of his videos, which was huge to him. And then he says that James actually messaged him, which in his original video, he said that his friends basically told him to message James. But now he's saying that James messaged him, and in this video he also wanted to explain why he was speaking out about it again, saying that he wanted to come back at all of those people that were calling him a liar back then.
I didn't really watch his videos or anything like that, but yeah, you're gonna know who that is. It's one of the biggest creators at the time. I was super shocked, I was super happy, and honestly I could probably say I was proud, Not long after he messaged me, hey, I responded almost immediately. Who wouldn't respond? It was exciting, but that excitement did not last long at all. The fun didn't last long at all. It honestly came crashing down just as quick as it all happened. And I've already talked about this before. Hold on, I'm sorry. Anyways, months ago, I tried to talk about the situation once again, but it all came crashing down. I was getting threats, not just towards me, but to my family as well. People were messaging my family. People were calling me closeted. People were just doing some pretty mean things. And
On top of that, my videos got taken down once again. So I said, you know what, I'm done and I'm over it. No one believed me and everyone thought I was just making something up, which is my fault because I never showed as much proof as I do have, and that's what I'm going to do now.
He said that he was bringing the proof this time after conversations and talks with his lawyers because he wants his story told and was begging people to listen.
My story deserves to be told in the full truth without hiding anything or backing down from anything anymore. So what I'm gonna do now is pull up the clip of me kind of first talking about it and getting y'all to understand the full story, and then after that clip is over, I'm gonna be coming back and showing y'all the receipts of the lawyers I have and the proof of me being in contact with the Frisco Police Department and just everything else. So please just take time out of your day to watch this video. Even if you hate me and you don't believe me, please just try to understand where I'm coming from.
He then talks about James adding him on Snapchat and what their conversations were like and what ended up happening.
James started getting extremely comfortable with me. And I just, I was so excited. I didn't really realize it at the time. We were FaceTiming, which I will pull it up right here in this clip, this next clip.
I don't think so. At least.
Anyway, so that part was me on the phone with James that a friend of mine recorded just because he thought it was pretty cool as well. And I thought it was something cool to have. And I didn't think about it as any way to hurt him. And it stresses me out that my life was ruined because everyone thought that. It's irritating talking about.
He then ends that video and later posts another video where he says that he was going to show receipts of him talking to his lawyer about all of this. And he said they first talked on the phone and then they sent over a contract and then they wanted him to send the evidence that he had.
After talking to him on the phone, this was one of the first contracts they sent. I guess it's a social media warning and just a contract overall. It had to be me and my legal guardian signing it because at the time I was underage. She mentioned reaching out to the Frisco Police Department, which was the city I was in when it, first occurred. Now then, after that, they wanted me to send all the evidence into a Google Drive, which I did. Now this right here, don't mind the first part. It's kind of just a repeat of all the other emails that I've showed already. But the second part I really wanted to show y'all because the lawyer is saying they reached out to the Frisco PD and the detective ended up calling her back, but she was, I guess, kind of busy. So they were kind of playing phone tag, but it was a good thing. Wanted me to be aware that they are trying and they did reach out to the police department. Those are the only 3 emails I have. I'm trying to recover the rest of them.
He then explains what all ended up happening with the lawyers and how the whole process was just so traumatizing for him.
When I was in touch with these lawyers and the detective, I was going through some traumatizing things. I was getting my address sent to me. I was getting threats. My family was getting threats. We were getting sent pictures of our house. It was a really awful thing. I started going into a depressive episode where I was too scared to talk to the lawyers. I was too scared to talk to the detective, and people kept pushing me to do it. Everyone kept pushing me and kept telling me I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to talk to him, I need to do that. And it was just, it became way too much for me. At that point in time, it became a lot.
He said the lawyer said that they could maybe get some money out of all of this from James, but Ethan said that he didn't want to do that because it wasn't about the money for him.
Anyways, a few days go by. Like I said, I haven't talked to the lawyer, detective, nobody. Then they reach out and they're like, hey, maybe we can, get some money out of this. And it was like, what? There was kind of like, oh, he's not going to want to take this to court. He's not going to want to do that. So maybe he can give you some money out of this situation. And that just right there was just, that at that point was literally my breaking point because it was nothing about the money. And it was a shame that they even said that.
And ultimately, it seemed like he regretted speaking up back then without the receipts because people doubted him, but he wants to take the power back and share what he has now.
I just want to say for the people that might be going through something that I'm going through, don't run to social media. Don't make the mistake that I did because no one even believed me. All I can do now is prove my truth and hopefully get justice for myself once again. Try to, and maybe justice for other people. But
in a follow-up video, he wanted to show what he did have.
to show you next is a video of me opening his snap on Snapchat of him saying 4 years. And what he's implying on that 4 years is 4 more years until I'm 18 years old. My brother wanted to record it because he thought it was super weird of him to say. I have a lot more photos and videos I want to share with y'all, and for some reason when I download them off the Google Drive, it will say downloaded, but it's not popping up in my camera roll, so I'm currently trying to figure that out at the moment. The last video I'm going to show you is a video of him telling me he doesn't like putting makeup on hot guys. And the reason why he told me that was because I saw he was doing his makeup and I said, hey, maybe you can put makeup on me for a YouTube video. It would be a cool collab, and I'm trying to grow my page because he made it seem like he was my friend and he wanted to help me and kind of give me tips and tricks.
I hate putting really hot guys into makeup.
So that is what Ethan had to say. Now in 2025, it's opened up this conversation all over again about James and James's past. And those that remember the story from 2020, 2021 are also talking about it again. Some people are hearing about it for the first time because, like I said, James's current audience is quite young, and some of them were not around in 2020, 2021 when the internet was calling him out for his behavior. But this is what is being said right now about James. I certainly want to know what you guys think about all of this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.